welcome to the Chief Family Show. My name is Rebecca. Last week I talked about my single life before marriage. So I just want to do a recap of the video. I know that there's a few parts that I left out. So I want to give you guys a better understanding. I probably didn't make myself very clear. So I just want to give you guys a better understanding. So I'm going to have someone here to ask me a few questions, and I'm going to answer them the best of my knowledge, and hopefully this video will help somebody out there and maybe encourage you. I'm no longer at that place anymore. I love my life. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. I will say that. I will say that for all women that have been through the same situation that I've been through, that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. So hopefully, if it doesn't help a lot of women, I'm just not looking to help all women, but maybe if I can help just one woman out there, or one young woman out there that may be struggling with finding love, or dealing with being a single mom, hopefully this will encourage you and let you know that, hey, you can make it. We're all in this together. You can make it. My last relationship before marriage was actually quite interesting. I'm not here to bash men, okay? My job here is to uplift women. So I'm going to talk about my past relationship. I'm not going to go into depth. I'm not going to give you guys any details about the things that I went through, but I will say this. My last relationship it started out good. When you first meet somebody, it starts out really, really good. But as time went on, I found out that this man was very deceitful. He was a liar. He was a manipulator. He was a phony. I was a naive young woman. Not just only naive, but stupid. Because there were plenty of red flags that I saw early on in the relationship, but I still continued it. It's something about a woman that we sometimes we'll see the red flags, but we decide to stay in the relationship because we don't want to be by ourselves. And that was stupid. For me, I would say that was very stupid for me to continue, because you're putting your life in danger. If somebody is cheating on you, who knows what they could come back and bring you. But that's another topic. I don't even want to go there. But I would say that it was not a very easy relationship. As you know, I was pregnant and he abandoned me, and at the end of the day, he comes back denying, saying that the baby wasn't his. All these things that I was just going through. It was very, very, very tough. But I would say that I learned my lesson very well. And I would say that if you have people that love you and they give you advice, you should probably take it, because it will keep you from going through certain things. But if you decide to go through these hard trials that you put yourself into, just be ready. Just be ready to go through. That's all I have to say. Just be ready. But what I love about this so much is, even though I went through this, I found myself growing. And I will say now today that I am a married woman. And I think the reason why God didn't send me that right person yet is because there are some things I had to go through first in order for me to meet my husband. But I'm very, very thankful for this lesson, because it gave me a voice. It gave me a backbone. It gave me boldness. It just gave me a voice to tell myself, listen, you are beautiful. You are amazing. You are important. And I'm not trying to act like that movie, The Help. But what that woman was saying on that movie, The Help, is the truth. You are beautiful. You're smart. And you're important. And until you believe that about yourself, you can't expect God to send you somebody. Until you believe that and actually love yourself and say, hey, I'm not putting up with this crap. I'm not putting up with that crap. If you want me, these are some things that you're going to have to get to have me, because, listen, not to sound arrogant, but we women and God we are the prize to a man. We are. You have to believe that about yourself. And I'm not saying a prize that, oh, he's got to be rich and spend all kinds of money on you. No, what I mean by the prize is you are precious. You are a jewel. You're an angel. You are sweet. That's what I mean. So I would say that I'm not happy that I went through that, but I am happy that I went through it, because it made me who I am today. It didn't break me. It made me better. So.
Okay, that was.
Was very, very low.
Okay.
At the time, I was a little bit overweight. I've always been a thick girl, but I was thicker. I think I was about close to 200 pounds.
And your self-esteem, this was between when you were still dating this guy, right?
It was during the time that I was dating this guy. But not only was that the reason, it's because he would tell me that I couldn't find nobody better than him, that he's the only one in this world that will put up with someone as gullible or as a dingbat, that he would call me sometimes, and I actually was crazy enough to believe that. I felt like, man, you know what? I probably won't meet nobody. I actually put that in my mind to think that, okay, no other guy's gonna want me, especially after finding out that I was pregnant with his child. Thinking that, okay, nobody's gonna want me, and nobody is gonna want me because I got a child now. So that's times 2. So what do? That's exactly how I felt. Existed, but I wasn't sure if the love existed for me. I can see around and see that people have strong marriages, and men and women, they love each other very much. So I saw it all around me, but I just thought to myself, I might be just one of those women that might just be single for the rest of my life. And I actually got to a place where I was okay with it. Like, throughout my 20s and my teen years, I always desired true love, but I didn't have any luck finding that true love. The only luck that I found was really, the true love that I found was between me and the Lord. And that's another topic, but I did not believe that one day I would actually find someone, a soulmate, someone that I can love and cherish for the rest of my life. I didn't think it would happen for me.
But today it is happening. Today you're married, right?
Today I am actually married, and I have 2 other children, so I have a total of 3 kids, and I love them so much. And yes, it actually happened for me, and I thank God. I really cannot describe. I would say that there is good and bad in every race. My experience with a Black American man has not been good. But I would say that my experience with my husband, who happens to be from Africa, is a very good man to me. And that's just how I'm going to put that. Was kind of discouraged by a few people. But there's something that someone told me years ago. They said, when you are looking for God to do something, you only got to hear His voice. That's one voice that you need to listen to, and that's the voice of the Lord. And your parents, I would say. But yes, I was discouraged left and right. And I don't think that they were discouraging me because they didn't want to see me happy. I think that they were telling me, or at least telling my parents, about this Nigerian guy that I was seeing, to help me, to kind of, because they loved me, they were concerned. And because of the reputation that some Nigerian men have, it was just for my protection, pretty much. It wasn't to keep me from finding love or anything like that. But I had to. I came to a place where I had to ignore it because this man made so many sacrifices to come and see me. I never knew that I would meet somebody from overseas and that one day he might be my husband. You know, I would sit and think like, okay, well, what if my husband lives here right in town? Or what if he lives in LA? Or what if he lives in Virginia? I didn't think about, you know, international. Okay, my husband's going to be from Africa? Really? Like, no. But I would say that this man made so many sacrifices to be with me. In fact, he came all the way down to see me. That's what I mean. Like, he made the effort to come and meet me, not even realizing that maybe I could stand him up or not be there, you know, when he comes to see me. He actually put forth the effort to meet me, to see what I was all about. And that's pretty much it. I don't want to go into detail. He knows what he did. I know what he did. But I know he just made the greatest sacrifice. I have never met a man that made any sacrifices for me. No sacrifices for me. Even when it came to paying for a meal on a date, I didn't have that very much. I felt like I almost felt obligated to, you know, pay for, you know, for their meals. So, no. This is what I expect the woman to do. If you're going through a battle of depression during this time, which you probably are because I went through it, you have had this person tell you that they love you, they have given you these false promises, and you are crushed, and you have nobody. My advice to you is to find a support system. If you are looking for a church, look for a church that will give you some support. Look for a friend, maybe at your job or maybe at your school if you're going to college. Try to find a good support system that's going to help you push through. And I would say, if you are single and if you are pregnant, I would say, and if you don't have no job, if you don't have any experience, I would say, do yourself a favor and get yourself an education. If you could be in a 4-month program and become something in 4 months, a trade or something, you could do that to support yourself. There's a lot of things out there that you can do. But I would say number one is to pray. Pray and find yourself a support system. It's hard, but I believe that you can do it. I have not been single for a very long time, but during the time that I was single, I would cry sometimes, but I would push myself up every morning and say that tomorrow will be a better day. And if you keep on speaking to yourself and telling yourself that things are going to get better, well, guess what? Things will get better. Things are going to get better. I promise you they will. They will. Do yourself a favor, do your child a favor. Things will get better for you. I promise you. That's my advice. Let's blow him a kiss. Ready? 1, 2, 3.